With less than a month to go until Europe's top football leagues start up again, the excitement surrounding the new season is at an all-time high. It's been a relatively slow few months in terms of footballing action, but the summer transfer window has more than made up for it. With some of the most exciting young talent in the world on the move, hundreds of millions of euros have been spent by teams who are looking to win some silverware this season. Today we're taking a look at just how crazy the summer transfer window has been as we analyze some of the biggest and most intriguing transfers in recent years. The summer transfer window has been a roller coaster ride so far, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Starting off with one of the first major moves of the summer, we have Dean Huijsen's move from Bournemouth to Real Madrid. After a truly disappointing season that saw Los Blancos go trophyless, the Spanish side chose to trigger the release clause of 20-year-old centre-back Dean Huijsen for an estimated 60 million euros. The Spanish national had just completed his first full season in the Premier League, putting up 3 goals, 2 assists, and 8 clean sheets as Bournemouth finished in 9th place with 56 points. He received significant playing time for his new team at the FIFA Club World Cup, playing all 90 minutes in 5 matches for Madrid at the tournament. While he hasn't played a minute of La Liga action yet, there will be plenty of chances for the young centre-back to prove his worth to Real Madrid in the upcoming months. With a jam-packed schedule filled with both domestic and continental fixtures, he may even be able to get some playing time in the Champions League as well. All things considered, this is a solid move for both the player and his new club, and I believe that Dean Huijsen will be a solid addition to an already elite backline in the Spanish capital. The next player who earned a big-time transfer in the offseason was Liam Delap, who completed the move from Ipswich to Chelsea in the early weeks of the transfer window. After spending his entire career playing in the Championship, the English striker earned himself a spot in the Premier League with newly promoted Ipswich Town. It was a campaign to forget for the side from Eastern England, as they only managed to win 4 games all season, scoring 36 goals and conceding 82 as they finished in 19th place with 22 points. On a more positive note, Delap did manage to contribute to his new club by scoring 12 goals and grabbing 2 assists in 37 matches in the Premier League. The reigning UEFA Conference League winners Chelsea decided to sign the young Englishman for an estimated 34.5 million euros in a move that they hope will strengthen their front line for years to come. Chelsea's new signing went on to play 6 matches for them at the FIFA Club World Cup, but with just 1 goal and 1 assist in 6 matches, Delap's output has not been up to standard so far. With a bright future ahead of him and with some potential Champions League action on the way, there is a lot to be excited about if you are a fan of either Chelsea or the England national team. The next player on our list is following in his big brother's footsteps, as Jobe Bellingham completed a move from Sunderland to Borussia Dortmund back in June. After spending 2 years in the north of England and leading his team to Premier League promotion, the younger Bellingham brother has decided to move to Germany for an estimated 32 million euros. With 11 goals and 4 assists across 90 matches for Sunderland, Bellingham has proven to the world that he has what it takes to compete in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. His first minutes in the yellow and black of Dortmund came at the FIFA Club World Cup, where he managed to grab 1 goal and 1 assist in his first 4 matches. The only issue with this move is that Dortmund already has a solid midfield consisting of Felix Nmecha, Marcel Sabitzer, and Julian Brandt, so it really depends on how much Niko Kovac plans on playing the young Englishman. But with a fresh start in a new league and with European football on the horizon, this is the perfect opportunity for Jobe to prove himself to his new club as he earns the trust and respect of his new coach and teammates. There is a lot to like about this move if you are a neutral fan, and the sky truly is the limit for the 19-year-old midfielder. Moving on to one of the most anticipated transfers coming out of South America, Real Madrid confirmed the signing of 17-year-old Franco Mastantuono from River Plate for an estimated 63 million euros back in June. After weeks of speculation surrounding where Mastantuono would end up, it was announced that Los Blancos had locked in his signature, with many people claiming that he will be Argentina's next great footballer. His latest campaign in 2025 saw him put up 4 goals and 4 assists across 12 matches as River Plate finished in 5th place in the Argentine top flight. While it's almost guaranteed that the 17-year-old won't be getting much playing time in his first season in Madrid, there's a lot of potential for him to develop into a first-team player in the coming seasons. With his incredible technique on the ball and with the whole country supporting him from the sidelines, Franco Mastantuono has the potential to develop into one of the world's best young players at Real Madrid. The next transfer on our list is arguably the most exciting of them all, with Florian Wirtz's move from Bayer Leverkusen to Liverpool being confirmed back in June. After spending his entire senior career in Western Germany and leading Leverkusen to their first ever Bundesliga title, Florian Wirtz completed his big-time move to Liverpool for an estimated 125 million euros. The young German superstar has already established himself as one of the greatest players in the world, and at just 22 years of age, his prime years are still ahead of him. With 10 goals and 12 assists in his most recent Bundesliga campaign, as well as 6 goals and 1 assist from 9 matches in his debut Champions League run, the German attacker is more than ready for the Premier League. And with Liverpool's title defense on the line, something they have never achieved in the modern era, they will need to extract every ounce of talent out of their new signing. It may take a while for Florian Wirtz to get used to the speed and physicality of the Premier League, but I am confident that he will live up to his hefty price tag, making it look like a steal of a deal in the next few years. One of the most active teams in the summer transfer window has been Arsenal, as they secured the signing of Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad back in early July. After spending his entire junior and senior career in Spain, the 26-year-old midfielder completed his transfer to the Premier League for an estimated €65 million. With 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3,000 minutes played in La Liga last season, Zubimendi was one of the only highlights for Sociedad, as they finished in 11th place with 46 points, their worst result since 2018. Arsenal finished in 2nd place for the 3rd consecutive season last year, and this big money move could be Arteta's last chance at winning a Premier League title with his current club. Zubimendi will pair up very nicely alongside fellow countryman Mikel Merino, and he should be able to get some solid playing time for Arsenal right from the get-go. This addition to Arsenal's midfield could be the missing piece they need to finally win a trophy, and I think he will be instrumental in whatever success they have this season. Moving on to another big money signing from Arsenal, the Gunners went on to sign Noni Madueke from Chelsea just over 1 week ago. After spending 3 years at Chelsea and playing a key part in their run to the UEFA Conference League title, the young English winger has made a permanent move to Arsenal for an estimated €60 million. His breakout season came last year when he scored 7 goals and put up 3 assists in 32 matches for the Blues, cementing himself as one of the most exciting prospects in the Premier League. But with a relatively tame showing for Chelsea at the most recent FIFA Club World Cup, it's hard to gauge just how prepared he is to be competing for the Premier League title with his new club. Madueke will be fighting with Gabriel Martinelli, Leandro Trossard, and Gabriel Jesus for playing time, so he will have to be brilliant whenever he steps on the pitch in his new red and white kit. But with plenty of potential along with some incredible technical ability on the ball, Madueke should fit in well at Arsenal, depending on how much his new coach plans on playing him over the course of the season. Moving on to the transfer with the most expectations of them all, Bryan Mbeumo completed his move from Brentford to Manchester United earlier in the week. After spending 6 years with Brentford and playing over 240 matches for the club, the Cameroonian international signed for Manchester United for an estimated €80.5 million. Mbeumo had the best season of his career in 2024-25, scoring 20 goals and grabbing 7 assists in 38 Premier League matches as he finished 5th in the top scorer rankings. The talented striker is now faced with the toughest test of his footballing career, as he is in charge of leading Manchester United's frontline after arguably the worst season in the club's history. With no continental football on the cards for the Red Devils, their primary focus will be on lifting the Premier League trophy for the first time since 2013, and Mbeumo's contributions will be crucial in order to make that happen. The expectations, the pressure, and the scrutiny will be immense for Mbeumo if he does not instantly deliver for his new club, but given his experience in England's top-flight division, he should be able to hit the ground running. This transfer is one of the most polarizing of the summer transfer window so far, but I believe that Mbeumo could be United's best chance at redeeming themselves in the upcoming season. The next transfer is one of the most unexpected of the entire summer transfer window, with Marcus Rashford's move from Aston Villa to Barcelona being finalized earlier this week. After being removed from the Manchester United lineup and spending last year on loan at Aston Villa, the English striker moved to Barcelona on a loan deal with an option to buy for an estimated €35 million. Rashford had a decent showing for Aston Villa with 4 goals and 5 assists across 17 matches for his new club before being sidelined with a hamstring injury. The English striker is now joining a world-class frontline consisting of Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal, and as long as those 3 players stay healthy, he won't be starting matches anytime soon. But if he can perform well in a super sub role or filling in for the front 3 in less important matches, Rashford has the potential to find his form again, which is what we are all hoping for. It may not win any awards for signing of the season, but if Rashford can deliver goals and results for Barcelona over the course of this upcoming season, I can definitely see him moving to Spain on a permanent deal in the future. The next transfer on this list is yet another one of Liverpool's acquisitions, with Hugo Ekitike's move from Eintracht Frankfurt being finalized earlier this week. After spending 2 years in Germany and establishing himself as one of the best young strikers in the world, the Frenchman has earned himself a move to Liverpool for an estimated €91 million. Ekitike had a breakout season for Frankfurt in 2024-25, putting up 22 goals and 15 assists across 48 matches for the German club. The Frenchman seems like the perfect replacement for Darwin Núñez, who has struggled to find form for the English side since his arrival back in 2022. Ekitike joins both Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong as the marquee signings for Liverpool in this transfer window, as they look to defend their domestic title while making a push in the Champions League as well. With Arne Slot in charge of the team and with plenty of momentum on their side, I believe that Ekitike will be one of the star players in the Liverpool side that will go on to impress the entire continent in the upcoming season. Moving on to the first of 2 transfers that is not yet finalized but is expected to be completed in the coming days, we have have Viktor Osimhen's move from Napoli to Galatasaray. After spending the 2024-25 season in Turkey, the Nigerian striker is looking to make a permanent move to Galatasaray with an estimated €75 million transfer fee being agreed between the two clubs. With 37 goals and 7 assists coming from his first 41 matches in Istanbul, Osimhen was the driving force behind Galatasaray's Super League and Turkish Cup victories in the 2024-25 season. With negotiations between the two clubs coming ever so close to an agreement, there is a genuine chance that Osimhen will be staying in Turkey for the upcoming season, which will be a massive boost for their Champions League efforts. It is yet to be seen what the final monetary figure will be for this transfer, but it would be a massive boost for both the player and the club if they can finalize this signing for the reported transfer fee. All things considered, it seems like Viktor Osimhen's move to Galatasaray has the potential to be a huge success for both sides, and only time will tell if this signing goes through. And for the final entry on this list, we have Viktor Gyokeres' move from Sporting CP to Arsenal, which is expected to be completed in the coming days. After 2 incredible seasons in Lisbon, which saw the Swedish striker put up 97 goals and 26 assists in 102 matches, Viktor Gyokeres is expected to complete his big money move to Arsenal for an estimated €73.5 million. Gyokeres was instrumental in Sporting CP's back-to-back league titles, while also putting in some stellar performances in the Champions League as well. If this signing goes through, Arsenal will finally fix their biggest issue of not having a solid striker up front, and they can make some serious noise in the Premier League next season. While this transfer is almost set in stone and we are just waiting for the final confirmation, signing a player of Gyokeres' quality for under €75 million would be an absolute bargain. Considering the fact that he is only 27 years old and his best football is still in front of him, this could be a great chance for Arsenal to make a push for some silverware while he is still in his prime. This is the transfer that I am most looking forward to in this summer transfer window, and it would be absolutely insane if Arsenal can pull this off. These are the 10 craziest signings of the summer transfer window so far, plus 2 other signings that are all but finalized. While there hasn't been much to rave about in terms of action on the pitch, the action off the pitch has kept us all entertained, and I'm very excited to see how these new signings perform over the course of the upcoming season. But what do you think of this year's summer transfer window signings? Which transfer do you think has the best value for money so far, and who do you think will find the most success at their new club? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more football content, tier lists, and everything in between, and as always, I'll catch you next time.